Sick Harrison Price from the historic Wall Center, and this next spot is brought to you by the Vancouver Canadians. The final regular season homestand of the season starts tomorrow. They're here through Sunday, but here's the thing, Blake: 6 games, 6 sellouts at the Nat this week. We know how popular the Seas are in the summer. Everybody wants to get their trip in, see the Seas, see Nat Bailey before the summer ends, and with good reason. This is a ball club that is hitting its stride right now, playing its best baseball and looking like it could be a part of another Northwest League Championship Series. And mark your calendars, everybody. If the Seas do win the second half of the Northwest League, they will be here Tuesday, September 8th, Wednesday, September 9th for their home games in the best of 5 series against Eugene. As always, get your tickets 604-872-5232 or canadiansbaseball.com. Those playoff tickets will go on sale the second they clinch, so be ready for that. And joining us now, young man who's playing shortstop for the Seas. He was a first-round pick last year out of Purvis, Mississippi. He is the Blue Jays' #1 prospect and one of the best prospects in all of baseball. It is our pleasure to welcome Jojo Parker to the program. Thank you for the time, and on an off day as well. Appreciate that, Jojo. How you doing?
Absolutely. Thanks for having me, guys.
You're more than welcome. So, couple weeks into your high A career here with the Seas, how are things going?
Yeah, Vancouver has been awesome to me. The guys up here, it's just like it's a different culture up here than Dunedin. I mean, it's Dunedin. They all want to win down there, but it's just like it's a different culture up here, playing in front of all the fans, and everybody just wants to win a championship here. So it's really special.
Well, you get dropped in, to a team that's competitive and on the brink here. You guys do well in this homestand. It's certain you guys will be in the Northwest Championship Series. I mean, it probably doesn't hang over minor league teams the way it does maybe a major league team or a AAA team even to win a championship. But when once it's in front of you, I can only imagine you get swept up in it.
Yeah, absolutely. With all the fans and the coaches and the teammates, everybody is really focused on winning a championship, and it's just not for fun, but everybody's really competitive. So that's really special about this group up here.
Your numbers look identical from low A. Have you had any adjustment? Does it feel any different in terms of just what the pitchers bring?
I would say that the pitchers they have a better feel for their off speed, but other than that, they kind of know where it's going. um, in low A, they're kind of a little sporadic, but still kind of the same stuff, but they just know where it's going up here.
Let's talk a little about your baseball journey, Jojo. So first of all, Joseph Paul Parker Jr., and it turned into Jojo. Give us the story there.
So I am a junior. My dad's nickname is Jop. I don't really know where JoJo came from. It's just kind of what my family called me. So, I kind of stuck with it and ran with it.
Nice.
You've got a twin brother, Jacob. He's playing at Mississippi State. Heck of a program. Great list of alumni out of Mississippi State. Tell us a little about Jacob, your twin brother.
Yeah, me and Jake are best friends. We've been playing baseball ever since we were able to walk and talk. But yeah, he is playing at Mississippi State, and he had one of the best freshman years you can have in college baseball. So he got drafted, or he got drafted last year in the draft last year with me, but he chose to go to college. So he will continue to play college for 2 years and try to get drafted again. So he's having a really good year in college this year. So hopefully he can keep that up, and maybe we'll meet in the big leagues one day.
So is this the first time that you guys have been apart as twins?
Yeah. For 18 years, we lived the same life pretty much. Always with each other every single day of the year. So this past year has been fairly easy or hard at the same time. I mean, the first couple weeks and months, right after I got drafted, it was difficult not seeing the family. But as you get used to it, you kind of get in a routine and of not seeing anybody and finding new friends. So it's been fairly easy because all the guys up here are really fun to play with.
Has anybody here in Vancouver told you about the Sedin twins in our city and their sports history?
They have not, no.
Okay. The two greatest players in Vancouver Canucks history are a pair of identical twins, Henrik and Daniel Sedin. They are currently co-presidents of the club. So we feel really good about having twin athletes here in our city, Jojo. That's fantastic. Hey, let me ask you this.
Just need to step in and make it happen. Yes.
Let me ask you this. Nat Bailey Stadium. Has this been some of the biggest crowds you've ever, because I know you've done showcase and all that. Talk to me. Have the crowds in Nat Bailey Stadium been some of the biggest crowds you've ever played ball in front of?
Yeah, absolutely. It's just a different atmosphere. Like I went to Philly this year for the Futures game. That was obviously a big crowd, but when every seat in the house is filled, it's just a different look than sporadic fans. And you can kind of see a couple empty seats here and there, but the Nat is awesome just because it feels like you're right on top of each other, and every seat in the house is filled. So it's definitely different than going to a big stadium where there's a lot of fans, but you can definitely see a lot of seats open. So it's the Nat is awesome.
The thing about baseball is you generally see guys make it that deserve to make it. You know, not a lot is gifted.
Yep.
All that being said, and I don't mean to put pressure on you here, Jojo. Bo Bichette is gone. Your biggest prospect competitor for the job at the major league level, Arjun Amala, has been traded away. There is a pretty clear path for Jojo Parker to become a shortstop for the Toronto Blue Jays someday. How anxious are you to make that happen? Do you have the patience to work your way up the ladder here? Like, how does? I'm sure you put the two and two together here. You see the math and the path. How does that work in your brain?
Strike you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I just continue to try to be where my feet are. Not try to get too anxious and try to move up the ladder too soon. I'm just trying to develop here in the minor leagues and trust what the Blue Jays have a plan for me. So I trust everybody in this system and this organization. So I'm just trying to be where my feet are and continue to be a good teammate and try to win as many games as possible. So that's all I got.
That's a good answer.
It's a great answer where your feet are. Do you have a sense, though, Jojo, of how big the Blue Jays are here on the West Coast, that you've been drafted not just into any organization, but into a country's organizations with fans, you know, thousands of miles away who are sitting there watching your progress and going, gosh, one day would love to see this kid playing shortstop at Rogers Center?
Yeah, it's funny you say that because right after I got drafted, my phone's just blowing up with a lot of different people text me, and it's just I look at it, it's a lot of people from Canada. So it's really cool because like I have a couple buddies that got drafted and they don't have fans like that texting them. So it's really different about the Toronto Blue Jays because everybody's really excited to hop on the Toronto Blue Jays train. So it was really fun to see all those messages, and then last year hop on the bandwagon last year and watch them in the postseason.
Yeah,
do you get the chance to watch games often, or are you just too focused on what you're doing?
Yeah, I try to watch all the highlights on YouTube, like the 15-minute videos after.
Yeah.
I'll get in bed and watch all the MLB highlights. So I try to watch as many games as possible.
Good man.
Hattiesburg, Mississippi, home to Southern Miss University, Brett Favre's alma mater. I've been to Mississippi a few times. Huge football state, Jojo. How did you become a baseball player, and did you think of giving the gridiron a go?
Yeah, baseball's just always been my true love. I've played every sport. I've played soccer, basketball, football, and baseball. But I think I just kind of picked which one I was best at, and and me and my brother love baseball the best, so we just picked that one and ran with it.
What are do you anticipate you'll go to the Arizona Fall League? Like, do you want to keep playing ball here through the end of the season?
I don't think the Blue Jays have that as my plan this year, but possibly next year if I'm having. I think the Arizona Fall League's for people like if you get injured, um,
Right.
and for the Blue Jays anyway, and have a couple more at bats for the fall. But if they want me to do that, then I'll happily do that. But I haven't heard my name called for that. So.
Sure. I asked because of the stamina situation. I mean, I'm going to guess this is the longest baseball season you've played. How you holding up here through the grind of day in, day out games?
Yeah, 100%. I think I'm 100 games in, close to 100 games in. So, the grind is the grind. It's hard, but I think you just kind of find that happy medium. Whenever you can't go 100%, give whatever percent you can to try to win as many games as possible. And the Blue Jays they kind of try to push you. My plan this year was to play 5 games a week out of 6 games, but hopefully next year they'll let me play all 6 games each week, and I just want to play every game.
Yeah,
So,
well, we want to watch you every game. We're delighted to have you here in Vancouver, and you're getting some company here, and somebody that you share a first round pedigree with. Was announced yesterday by Dunedin, Brandon Barriera, Jays pitcher, left-hander, who was a first-round pick in 2022. I know he had some arm and injury trouble, but since returning to the mound, he's looked awesome down there. Tell us and Vancouver and Canadians baseball fans what we're going to see here in your ex-teammate, who's now your teammate again.
yeah, Brandon, he's a really special guy. Play with him all in Dunedin. Very good lefty arm. Has a good ride ball to him. Good off speed. Played with him behind him pretty much all year, and I can't wait to play with him in Vancouver again. So hopefully I'll see him today and we can grab something to eat. But he's a good player for sure.
Well, delighted to see you up here, my man. As we say to all prospects here, we love having you here, but we hope to move you on pretty quickly and follow your progress through New Hampshire and up the ladder. Thank you for the time, Jojo. Looking forward to this final homestand, but of course, really looking forward if you guys can clinch that second half and make it back to the Northwest League Championship. Thank you, sir. All the best.
Absolutely. Thank you all for having me.